everyone and welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be making mac and cheese. So I'm going to give you my recipe for mac and cheese. I have been making this a lot recently because my kids are obsessed with mac and cheese. And my recipe is super easy and I just thought it'd be nice to share. So let's go. The first thing I'm going to do is put the kettle on to boil some water to boil the pasta. My kitchen is a big mess, but I don't care. The kettle is on. I'm going to get a pan out of here and I'm going to put a bit of water in here and get it on to boil so the pan heats up while the kettle's boiling. Literally got a little bit of water in here, not loads. I'm going to put it on the big back heat up here, just so that it's out of the way because we will be using the front hob in a second. So I'm going to put into there, so into this pan I'm going to put in some salt. So just, I like to boil my pasta in salt. Does everybody do that? I don't even know.
I couldn't find anything to do that. To get started, you'll need a smart kitchen appliance.
Stop. And then I'm going to add some oil to this pan as well. Olive oil, just a little bit. And I find it helps the pasta boil without sticking together so much. What I'm going to do now is chop up my chicken. So I have this chicken which I got from Aldi. I am literally going to use just half of this pack because we want a little small piece of chicken in every bite. I might use a bit more than half of this because, yeah, that's all slimy, gross, yo. Okay, I'm going to cut it into little pieces about this big. And yeah, I'm just going to cut all of that up and then I might add a few more pieces. So as I'm cutting the chicken, I've put the water into here and it's boiling, so I'm going to add all of my macaroni. I've got chicken fingers, how gross. This is from, where did I get this from? Aldi. These are from Aldi. These are just like the little macaroni pasta. I'm going to put all of that in there. And then we're just going to let that cook and carry on with the chicken. The chicken is all cut into little pieces. I am going to fry that in a bit of butter and then I'm going to start the cheese sauce at the same time. So let's go over to the cooker. I'm just stirring the pasta around so that it doesn't all stick to the bottom. Just move it about. Perfect. Yeah, it's cooking nicely. The next thing I'm going to do is get a pan and fry the chicken. I'm going to heat up this pan on this heat here and I'm going to add some butter once it is starting to get warm. This is quite hot, so I'm going to just leave my butter on there to melt because my butter is freezing cold. So that's just going to melt onto there a little bit just to coat the bottom a little bit. There we go, perfect. And then when it starts foaming a little bit and getting really hot, I'm going to add the chicken. Mac and cheese is like the ultimate comfort food. I bloody love it, but it's so calorific. That is starting to froth a little bit. If you can see that, can you even see that? You probably can. It's like that, okay? So I'm gonna add the chicken to that. Boom. And then we're just gonna use a spatula and move it around so that it cooks. And I'm gonna spread it out and then I'm gonna add some salt and pepper onto the chicken. Salt and some pepper. And that, you just need to keep mixing that until the chicken is nice and cooked and slightly brown in some areas. It doesn't have to be completely brown because we're going to cook it again in the oven afterwards as well. So let that cook a little bit. I'm going to put this heat on here because this is where we're going to be cooking our cheese sauce and it doesn't need to be a high heat, so it's fine. I'm going to put it on number 5, which like the second highest. So into this pan we are going to make a roux, which is like a white sauce made of butter and flour and milk. I need to get the milk out. Oh, I've already got it out. It's behind me. So we're just going to keep mixing that as well because we don't want it to burn. In this pan here we're going to add about, I never measure anything, so bear with me, about a tablespoon of butter, maybe a little bit more, okay? Never have too much butter. And then we're going to add roughly the same amount of flour, so tablespoon for a tablespoon. And we're just going to wait for the butter to melt, and then we're going to add in the flour. So the butter is melted, we're going to add the flour and give that a good stir, and we're going to cook that until we can smell the delicious butter and flour smell that you get from this. Look how delicious that looks. Oh my gosh. Oh, lovely. This is done. I'm going to turn the heat off this. This is how it should look. Bits of brown chicken. We don't want it to be too cooked because it is going to cook some more. So that can go on the back there now. That's done. And let's keep stirring this. So we just need to... Oh yeah, that smells delicious. We are going to add some milk to this now. You can use semi-skim milk or you can use whole milk. I like to use whole milk. I don't know if it works with any other kind of milk, because I've only ever tried those two. It looks scary now, it's very bumpy, but just keep stirring and trust the process. And you want to just keep on stirring, 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 because this is what is going to be your cheese sauce. So keep stirring, and then when it gets really thick again, add more milk. And just keep going, just keep doing it. I'm probably doing it wrong and you're all going to be like, oh my god, Saf, what are you playing at? But it's never failed me in the past, okay? Just keep adding milk once it thickens up. So you want to add more and more milk as it goes along until you're happy with the consistency. So it is time to take the pasta off. I am not stopping stirring this, so I'm literally just going to be quick and drain the pasta off because it's fully cooked now. And then we are going to put it back into the pan and leave it to the side. So pasta is being drained in the colander. And then I'm going to put the pasta straight back into the pan and then just put it on the side here. And we're going to go back to mixing this, and it is thickening up so much. I'm going to turn the back heat off. There we go. And keep going. And I think we're going to add a little bit more milk, and then it's time to add the cheese. So a bit more milk and then add the cheese. I'm going to leave a recipe for the white sauce because I have literally just done it how I was taught to do it, but it's never exact in measurement. So I'm going to leave a recipe, probably like the BBC Good Food one or something, in the description of this video, and you can just follow that, but add the spices that I'm about to add because they make it taste delicious. This is basically done. We're just going to mix it until it starts to thicken a little bit. I think it's actually fine. I'm not going to mix it anymore actually. I'm going to leave it and take it off the heat. So you don't want to do this while it's on the heat on. So this is my paprika. It is a new one. So I'm going to add literally like a little dash. Literally like the smallest amount. Because we just want the paprika. We're going to add the smallest pinch of garlic granules. Garlic and onion granules go a very long way, so we're going to add like a little pinch of that and a little pinch of onion granules. We're not going to add a lot at all, literally a pinch, okay? And then we're going to add a bit of pepper. Where's the pepper gone? Pepper, so a little sprinkle of pepper, and we're just going to keep mixing that. And then the salt. So I made the chicken quite salty, so I'm going to add the chicken, and then if I need to add salt after, I'm going to taste it after I've added the chicken, and if I need to add salt after, I will. But now it's time to add cheese. I like to use this cheese. It is the grated cheddar. It has like a flour coating on it, so it kind of thickens up your sauce if it's not thick enough anyway. But I'm going to add about half of this pack, and then I'm going to put some on top as well. So just going to add it by eye. and then you just want to kind of stir that in and let it all melt through. Just going to stir that until it's all cheesy. You can even add like mozzarella and stuff, but I kind of prefer just using mature cheddar. It depends on you and your preferences and what kind of cheese you like, but for me it's always just mature cheddar. Always. So that's just melting into there, and then I think we need to add the chicken in a second, but let that melt a bit more. So to me that looks quite good. I'm happy with that, and now I'm going to add the chicken to here. Oh, so beautiful, so gorgeous. And then I'm going to taste this, and it does need a little bit more salt, so I'm going to add a little bit of salt. And that is perfect, so let me show you. I'm going to be very dangerous here. This is hot, so look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? Like, you can see the chicken in there, and then the cheese sauce. Like, the lighting is so bad, but you get the point, right? So that is the mixture for the cheese, the mac and cheese. Now I'm going to bring the pasta over and we're going to mix it all together. And there we go. I am not actually going to film the end of this. I will show you what it looks like when it comes out of the oven, but I'm not going to film then because my niece is coming around and we're going to eat together and stuff. So I might film, we'll see. But I'm going to try this now because this is basically it. It's got the chicken, the macaroni and the sauce. So let's try it. Oh my god. I love it. My favourite. Delicious. I'm going to put this into a tray, a dish. I thought I was going to get 2 out of this, but it's a nice chunky one. It's fine, it's nice. I prefer it when it's like this, to be fair. And there we go. So the mac and cheese is done. We're just going to sprinkle some of this cheese on top. And that is ready for the oven later. Oh my gosh, guys, how good does that look? So you just want to eat this right now. So I am going to put this aside, let it cool down, just put it on the side because I don't like to put hot food into the fridge. Now I'm going to tidy up this mess. I'm going to get the kids from school. Then that's going to go into the oven as soon as we get back, along with some fries. I like to have it with fries and ketchup. Oh, so good. Maybe some salad if I'm feeling good. But yeah. That is going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Everything that I did will be in the description of this video, so have a look and make it yourself. Let me know what you think. Message me on Instagram, tag me in your pictures if you do make it. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Oh yeah, that's right. This is SafsLife.